Happy Thursday, Rutgers. I'm Adia Dauti.
And I'm Ivha Enike-Ekhelar. We have an exciting show for you on this Thursday, April 5th, 2018.
Our weatherwoman, Ashley Cornish, will give you the regional and big picture forecast for the day.
We will take a look inside this year's S.T.E.A.M Conference with Peterman.
Zahra Bukari from the Douglass Governing Council is here to tell us about the Douglass 100.
We've got tons to get to. Let's wake up, Rutgers. Hello and welcome, Rutgers. It's great to be here on this beautiful Thursday morning.
We're here to wake you up every Thursday morning this semester with all of the exciting news, events, and weather.
So, Adia, how's your morning been?
Well, so far, it's been okay. It's been pretty uneventful. You know, just got up, got ready for Wake Up Rutgers, pretty much it. Normally my roommates are always sleeping when I'm getting ready, but for some reason everyone was awake today. So that was kind of like out of the ordinary. Like I woke up and a few minutes later, everyone started waking up, and I'm like, whoa, why are you guys awake? It's like way too early for you guys to be awake, but for some reason, everyone was awake, so. Yeah. How was your morning?
I had the same thing, too. My roommate, who usually isn't awake, was awake with me this morning, so I was in the bathroom, and I came out, and I saw her, and I jumped out of my skin. I was like, why are you up right now? Yeah, I also made oats, and that's what I had for breakfast. I'm on a healthy track now.
Oh, that's awesome. I tried to do my healthy track at the beginning of the semester,
Yeah.
But life gets in the way, and let's just say I'm no longer on that track, but I have to get back on it, especially, you know, for summer. Got to stay healthy.
Wings also get in the way for me.
Ashley, how was your morning?
Oh, like you guys, it hasn't been that long, honestly. I just got up and got ready for Wake Up Rutgers. Unfortunately, as I was getting ready, like a couple catastrophes just kind of happened to me throughout the morning. I couldn't find my car keys to drive over here this morning, so when I finally found them, I was like, okay, celebrate, I'll just drink the last of my coffee as I head out the door, unfortunately spilling the coffee all down the front of my new sweater that I was planning on wearing today. It was actually that reddish color that you guys are both wearing, so we all could have been color coordinated. That would have been great, but I found this one, and honestly, I rolled over, and I'm really excited to give you guys the future forecast. Well, honestly, only kind of excited. I'll get to that later in my forecast. All right, back to you guys.
Oh no, Ashley, we're sorry that you spilled coffee on your sweater. You could have been matching like me and Ivha. We got the red going on today.
You know what they say, great minds think alike.
We're all on that wavelength. Exactly.
But before we can get to the rest of the show, let's see how much you know.
When was Douglass College founded? We'll find out the answer right after this break.
Hey, do you want to go get lunch?
Sure, can you swipe me in though?
I guess, but you don't have any more meal swipes?
No, unfortunately I ran out.
Well, what are you going to do for food?
Right now I'm buying, but once my cash starts going down, I gotta look for other solutions.
Oh, well, I have the perfect solution. Rutgers has a food pantry here on campus.
The Rutgers Food Pantry falls under the Off-Campus Living and Community Partnerships Office and is located at 39 Union Street on the College Avenue campus and is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. When you walk into the office, just tell the receptionist at the front that you are there to utilize the pantry. They will then assist you in figuring out what to take and how much to take based on your personalized needs. For more information, visit www.foodpantry.rutgers.edu.
You can go to their Facebook page and like it for food pantry updates, or you can go to their website at foodpantry.rutgers.edu.
That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked, when was Douglass College founded?
Douglass College was founded in 1918, meaning they're celebrating a big birthday this year. So this is awesome. Douglas is celebrating their centennial birthday. So exciting.
Yeah, I know, 100 years of the Douglas Women's College. I think that's a really awesome achievement for them.
Right. And speaking of other like awesome women, let's go to Ashley with the weather.
All right, thanks, Adia. So I've got a lot in store for us today, so let's get right to our weather. All right, so today's weather headlines. Unfortunately, we've got another chance of snow Saturday morning. Like the Weather Channel, I'm going to advertise the fact I'm really sorry that I have to deliver this forecast. So we've got that chance of snow Saturday morning. The sun will be coming through on Sunday with partly cloudy skies, so there's a temperature in like the mid-40s, which is honestly pretty cold for this time of year. But if you want to get out and celebrate, Sunday is the day, because unfortunately there's another round of snow and rain early next week. Again, really sorry about that, guys. I hate being the bearer of bad news, and I want nothing more than to give you guys a forecast with like temperatures in the 60s and sun, but unfortunately I don't see that happening until maybe next week. All right, so today we had a morning low of 33 degrees, which is below our average, pretty significantly below our average of 37 degrees, so not getting quite as warm of our record high of 58 degrees, and then fortunately not getting as cold as our record low of 20 degrees set back in 1908. And then I'm sure everyone would love to feel that temperature of 83 degrees after all this cold we were feeling over the past couple of days, but the last time we felt a temperature this warm was 1910, and then our sunrise and sunset are here at the bottom of your screen. Looking at our current radar, you can see that there's really no precipitation or any really form of cloud cover throughout the state of New Jersey. There's just a little patch in central Jersey, but really nothing affecting us up here in New Brunswick. Okay, looking at our futurecast radar, you can see that this band of precipitation will be moving through early Saturday morning, and then clear skies on Sunday with another round of precipitation Monday morning. So obviously, all the different models are showing different things. This is currently the GFS model I got from Tropical Tidbits, and they're showing rain on Saturday, but other models are showing no rain, just kind of cloudy skies on Saturday. So stay tuned with all the other weather watchers on channel 23.1 and on our Facebook page for more live updates about the weather throughout the next couple of days. All right, so for our regional high temps across the greater Northeast, you can see we've got a temperature of 33 degrees in Oneida, 41 all the way out in State College, 51 all the way down in Baltimore. Down on our Camden campus, the Scarlet Raptors will be feeling a temperature of 49 degrees, and then up at Newark, we've got a temperature of 46. For tonight's lows, we've got a temperature of 24 degrees in Oneida, 32, so we're sitting right at our freezing mark out in State College, 40 degrees down in Baltimore, a temperature of 38 in Camden, and then 35 in Newark. So today we've got a high of only 47 degrees, partly cloudy skies, and then pretty windy throughout the day with winds out of the west at 11 to 16 miles per hour. As we go throughout our day, we've got sunny skies and then increasing cloud cover throughout the day with a temperature of 42 degrees at 10 a.m., 46 degrees at 2 p.m., and then somewhere between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. we've got our high today of 47 degrees, and then the clouds are moving in around 6 p.m., and then by 10 p.m. we're going down to a temperature in the 30s of 38 degrees. Okay, so tonight we've got an overnight low of 36 degrees, partly cloudy skies, and the winds are dying down a little bit with winds only out of the west at 6 to 11 miles per hour. So I've been talking about all this snow. I'll give you guys the extended forecast later in the show. All right, back to you guys.
Thank you, Ashley, for that beautiful weather report. It looks like we're going to have a lot of snow or a lot of cold weather, but at least we're still getting warmer. For the rest of the show, we still have a lot to get into, including our news and events, so we'll be right back with you after this break.
Wait, what do you think you're doing? Don't you see the recycling can right next to you?
Does it really matter? All goes to the same place anyway.
Actually, no it doesn't. Rutgers has a really great recycling system.
Did you know that almost 75% of Rutgers waste doesn't end up in landfills? And by 2020, the university plans to make that 90%.
I really want to recycle, but it's just so much work.
You're making it a lot harder than it has to be.
Rutgers has single-stream recycling, which means all your paper, cardboard, plastics, and metals can be mixed together. For more information, go to www.ipo.rutgers.edu/recyclingrutgers.
Welcome back, Rutgers. We have lots of exciting news and events to get into, so let's jump right in.
A former Rutgers student is making a name for herself in the NFL. Casey Sadowitz graduated with honors in 2009 and studied journalism, history, and political science. Sadowitz is often mistaken for a cheerleader, but in reality, she is a general counsel to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Sadowitz is one of the youngest general counsels in the NFL at 29 years old. During her young career, she has witnessed major changes in the football industry. She enjoys how new technology and a global stage have become part of the NFL. While her career now vastly differs from her undergraduate path, she held internships at both CNN and Fox News, and she feels that media and law often overlap in her position today. So this is amazing for Sadowitz that as a woman, she was able to be the youngest general counsel for the Jaguars.
Yeah, and I think it's really important for Rutgers students to see other Rutgers alumni doing great things in the fields that they studied and the fields that they're doing now. Another thing a Rutgers professional discovered is that gut health may be one of the keys to fighting diabetes. Rutgers professor Liping Zhao recently led a study on the effects of a high-fiber diet fighting against type 2 diabetes. Eating more of the right dietary fibers may rebalance gut microbiota, or the ecosystem of bacteria in the gastrointestinal tract that help digest food, according to the study. The researchers randomized type 2 diabetes patients into two groups. The controlled group received standard dietary recommendations, while the treatment group received large amounts of dietary fibers as well as standard nutrients. Both groups took a drug to help control blood glucose. After 12 weeks, patients on the high-fiber diet had a greater reduction in blood glucose levels and lost more weight. The results of this study can help patients manage their type 2 diabetes and help prevent it for those susceptible. So I think this is a really important discovery that occurred on Rutgers grounds. I think it's something that could help a lot of people who may have type 2 diabetes in their family or maybe have the disease themselves.
Right, especially because like in America, type 2 diabetes is prevalent, and it's amazing that like a Rutgers professor was able to find something that can work. You know, adding more fiber definitely helps patients with type 2 diabetes. And Rutgers professors are always making such grand discoveries. And as we know, the Rutgers community is full of so many wonderful people. However, unfortunately, throughout the year, we sometimes lose some of these people for a variety of reasons. Come celebrate the lives of those we have lost this past year at the Rutgers Remembers. This free event is held in honor of the Rutgers students who passed away. This year's gathering will take place this Wednesday, April 11th from 12 to 2 p.m. in Winnets Hall, which is located in the Old Queens area of College Ave. If you want to attend or would like more information, please send an RSVP to deansofstudent@echo.rutgers.edu or call 848-932-2300 with any questions. So unfortunately, we do lose Rutgers students, and it's great that as a community we can come together and remember these lives, and we can heal together as a community.
Yeah, and I'm glad you pointed out how important it is to have a healing process, to be able to go forward and celebrate these people that we've lost and their impact that they've had in our lives. And laughter is one of nature's most perfect medicines for healing. There will be plenty of it at RUPA's Comedy Open Mic Night. In addition to some free laughs, there will also be some free Dunkin' Donuts. So come and laugh the night away this Wednesday, April 11th from 8 to 10 p.m. in the Red Lion Cafe in the College Avenue Student Center. For more information, head to rupa.rutgers.edu. So I think, like I said before, this is a great event it's a great way to just find joy or to find something to laugh about. And I think this is something Rutgers students can enjoy whether or not they've lost someone in their lives.
Right, and you know, speaking of like events being held at Rutgers, because Rutgers holds so many different events, we're going to be looking at the S.T.E.A.M Conference with Kim Peterman right after this.
Hello, Rutgers. I'm Kim Peterman. I'm ready to embrace women's leadership here at the 2018 Dr. Jewel Plummer Cobb S.T.E.A.M Women's Empowerment Conference at the College Avenue Student Center. Let's go check it out.
The Jewel Plummer Cobb Women's Empowerment Conference is meant to inspire women who are studying in the STEAM field, so science, engineering, the arts, and mathematics and technology. And so we come together and share stories and learn from one another and be inspired to advance our goals.
The Dr. Jewel Plummer Cobb S.T.E.A.M and Women's Empowerment Conference is an opportunity for women to get in the same room and talk about issues that are pertaining to us. And so we wanted to create a conference where we can bring in alumni and faculty and staff to engage our students in a positive way, where we're talking about things that they will see when they graduate.
My favorite part of coordinating the conference is really seeing the looks of the audience face, like when we have all of the speakers there and they're speaking and them applauding, or I had this one person passing by and I said, "How's the conference going?" And she said, "It is fabulous." And I was like, wow, like that's a good word.
I hope that they get the understanding that women do face adversity. I feel as if a lot of times it's been such a topic that's been brought up for so long that we kind of still brush it aside even today, and especially regarding women of color.
First and foremost, I hope that everyone is very much so inspired. I hope that all the attendees come together for collaborations, and I hope to see a massive increase in women of color in the STEM fields.
What does women's empowerment mean to you?
Okay, for me, women empowerment means encouraging young women and women leaders in our generation to pursue their passions fiercely and unapologetically, and also to create a culture where we can shift that perception of scientist or engineer from being a he to a she and a they.
And particularly for me, women empowerment means overcoming all obstacles, right? And just having just this bulldog determination to soar high and just never giving up on yourself.
Well, Rutgers, I hope the conference inspired you as much as it did me. Until next time, I'm Kim Peterman. Are you?
Thank you for that, Kim. I think the S.T.E.A.M Conference is a really powerful event for young women to go to and find out better ways to be leaders and to see other leadership opportunities.
I agree, and to keep up with the theme of powerful women and leadership roles, we'll be speaking with Zahra Bukari from the Douglass Governing Council right after this.
The Rutgers libraries have some of the biggest resources this university has to offer. There are 9 libraries located throughout all campuses with convenient hours to fit any student schedule. The Alexander Library on College Ave campus is open 24 hours, but before 8 a.m. and after 10 p.m., a valid Rutgers ID is required. The Art Library, located on College Ave behind Scott Hall, is open from 8:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. The Carr Library on Livingston campus is open 24 hours, but before 8 a.m. and after 10 p.m., a valid Rutgers ID is required. The Chang Library on the Douglass campus is open from 8:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. The Mabel Smith Douglass Library on the Douglass campus is open 24 hours, but before 8 a.m. and after 10 p.m., a valid Rutgers ID is required. The Library of Science and Medicine on Bush campus is open 24 hours, but before 8 a.m. and after 10 p.m., a valid Rutgers ID is required. The Math and Physics Library inside of the Hill Center on Bush campus is open from 8:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. There's plenty of space for everyone at the library, so come inside. Shh.
Sit on this side. Welcome back, Rutgers. Douglass Residential College will be celebrating a big milestone this year. To tell us all about it is the president of the Douglass Governing Council, Zahra Bukari. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So what is the Douglass Governing Council, and what are some of the things you guys do?
So the Douglass Governing Council is the governing body of Douglass Residential College. We are in charge of being the liaisons, essentially, between students and faculty, ensuring that that relationship is as transparent as possible, ensuring that faculty are hearing all of student concerns, and we want to make sure that we are reaching out to every constituency within Douglass, and through that making sure that we provide resources and we host events and programs that empower women.
Great. And do you have to be a part of the Douglass Residential College in order to be involved with the Douglass events and programs?
So in order to be a part of a Douglass organization, you do have to be a DRC member. However, if you wanted to attend some of the Douglass events, if you wanted to be a part of some of their programs or speak to any of the mentors, you do not have to be a member.
Okay. And Douglass is celebrating a big birthday this year, and they are turning 100. So what are some of the events that's going on? How are they celebrating?
So the year actually started off with a centennial kickoff, which was really nice. They had it in the Ludwig Global Village Living Learning Center. So throughout the year, Douglass has been holding various centennial events, ensuring that these programs have been accessible to all students. And as the Douglass Governing Council, we're actually having our centennial gala tomorrow. And we are hoping to celebrate the diversity and inclusion of Douglass and how far Douglass has come within these 100 years.
Awesome. And why is it important to have International Women's Day and Women's History Month in 2018?
So I think in terms of diversity and inclusion, which I think Douglass prides itself for and is continuing to work towards, we have to understand that women's rights and feminism is intersectional, and celebrating things such as International Women's Day and Women's Day ensures that all women, regardless of background, regardless of race, ethnicity, nationality, ability, that they are properly represented and properly being empowered, because we each have different needs. And feminism itself is a very wide definition, and we want to ensure that people of all different kinds of backgrounds are able to bring their perspective into women's rights.
Right, it's awesome that Rutgers is so diverse and we're able to include everyone, especially empowering women.
Right, of course.
And where can students go for more information about the Douglass Governing Council?
For more information, students can visit us on Facebook, Douglass Governing Council, or email us at douglassgoverningcouncil@gmail.com.
Great. Thank you so much, Zahra, for joining us. Douglass's 100th birthday is a great reminder that we should be celebrating women's accomplishments year-round and not just during Women's History Month. Another important woman in our lives is our resident weatherwoman, Ashley Cornish, who will give us the latest weather news right after this break.
Registering for classes can be quite stressful without preparation. Here are some guidelines to make sure you're set for future semesters. First, become familiar with Course Schedule Planner. There, you can build several preferred schedules and sort through lists of offered classes, as well as choosing times and days that work best for you. You can also save schedules that you create, so all that's left to do is register on your specified day. Just go to sims.rutgers.edu/CSP. Still unsure of which classes to take? Stop by any of the academic advising offices on campus to speak with deans and advisors to map out a schedule that's right for you. For all information regarding academic advising and registration, check out sasundergrad.rutgers.edu. It's also on Facebook under SAS Academic Services and on Twitter at SAS Advising, #ReUPrepared.
Welcome back, Rutgers. So, Adia, you just spoke to Zahra Bukari, and I think that was a really important interview to have that conversation for our audience, to know the importance of feminism, and to celebrate the Douglass Residential College, which is actually celebrating its 100th year of existence. So I think it was really important that she came, spoke to us, and we got to learn more about what Douglass DRC does and what we can do to promote feminism.
Right, I think it's super important to have this conversation within the Rutgers community because, as we know, like DRC is celebrating its 100th birthday, which is amazing that over 100 years it's been such a diverse campus, especially to empower women. And as we saw even earlier, we had the S.T.E.A.M Conference, which also is you know, women in leadership roles, which I think is very important that, you know, students out here are able to be empowered through our community. And speaking of other empowering women, we have Ashley over here with the weather.
All right, guys, so I really liked hearing about all those powerful women, especially as a woman in STEM myself. There's not a lot of women, especially in meteorology, so I really love hearing about like different women doing different incredible things in all their various fields. So tonight we've got an overnight low of 36 degrees with partly cloudy skies and then winds out of the west at 6 to 11 miles per hour. So the winds are slightly dying down from yesterday, but still kind of windy. All right, and then tomorrow we've got a high of 39 degrees with a chance of AM rain, and then the winds are really, really picking up with a southwest wind at 10 to 22 miles per hour with gusts of up to 33 degrees. So this is unfortunately one of those hard days where it's like, do I want to have an umbrella and get blown away, or do I want to get like wet and not be like carried away by all these strong wind gusts? So honestly, that's up to you guys. Personally, I would recommend just wear a raincoat as you're going around throughout class. And then, so this rain will be moving in apparently around 7 a.m. But again, the models were pretty crazy this morning, like showing different types of rain, different snow even tomorrow. But I think personally it's just going to be rain around 7 a.m. But honestly, check out with all the other weather watchers for more updates throughout the day. All right, so for the extended forecast, as you can see, as I was talking about, we've got rain Friday morning with a high temperature of 56 degrees. That rain will be moving out throughout the day, probably around noon. So honestly, it's a decent day in store for us on Friday with partly cloudy skies throughout most of the day with a low temperature of 35 degrees. And then Saturday, here's that rain, snow, sleet, maybe system moving in with a high temperature of 39 degrees. So obviously that's above the freezing mark for the high. So if it's raining or any form of precipitation throughout the whole day, at some point it will be just rain because 39 degrees is obviously above our freezing mark. So if anything, it'll be just like a rain slushy mix. But again, the models were really crazy this morning. So showing that Saturday, some models are even saying that we're not even going to get any form of precipitation. It's just going to be cloudy. So honestly, again, check back with all the other weather watchers throughout today, tomorrow, and then even Saturday morning for the live updates. But Sunday, that is one thing I'm pretty sure of. We will have sunny skies, well, partly sunny skies, Sunday with a high temperature of 44 degrees, so no precipitation in store for us on Sunday with a low of 28 degrees. So 44, like, honestly, it's pretty cold still for April, but with all these weeks we've been having recently, I can't complain about sunny skies on Sunday. And then Monday and Tuesday, we've got high temperatures of 45 degrees on Monday with another bout of precipitation possibly moving into the area. But again, possibly because, again, the models were crazy, and honestly, it's a little far out to tell exactly what form of precipitation will be hitting us on Monday, if any, but I'm pretty sure that we will have at least some clouds or something on Monday. And then again, a temperature of 45 degrees, pretty cold for this time of year, but again, not complaining. Tuesday's looking like we're just going to have some rain with a high temperature of 49 degrees and a low of 36. All right, as always, you can check me and all the other weather watchers out every 15 minutes on RUTV channel 23.1. Check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/RUWeatherWatcher. And then you can follow us on Twitter at RUTV using the hashtag RUWeatherWatcher. Or if you just can't get enough of us, check out our website, weatherwatcher.rutgers.edu. All right, guys, it's been a great forecast. I hope that I can bring you some sunny skies next week. All right, back to you guys.
Thanks, Ashley, for giving us the weather news. I have so many things to do this weekend. I have so many errands, so honestly, I'm really praying that it won't be snowing on Saturday because I have way too many things to do to be stuck at home.
Yeah, I know, me too. I have to go see my family this weekend, and hopefully it won't snow. Hopefully we don't get that strange rain, sleet, snow system, so I can actually go see them and hang out with them and be able to come back on time for Monday's show.
I know, it's like April. Like, why is the weather still like this?
I know, it's actually really horrible. But you know what? We're persevering and maybe we'll appreciate it more.
Exactly.
Well, Rutgers, that'll do it for today's show.
For more events happening this week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu.
Follow us on Facebook by searching RU Network or follow us on Twitter by searching @Wake Up Rutgers. We love to hear from you.
Tune into Monday's show with Manuel Silva-Paulos and Kim Peterman for more Rutgers news.
Thanks again for joining us, Rutgers, and stay safe getting to class today. I'm Ivha Enike-Ekhelar.
And to Zahra for joining us. And I'm Adia Dauti. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week, Rutgers.